Okay guys, this is the fourth video of the series SOCIAL 1 Path Systems as Attack Vectors. We can start now. The learning objectives are: learn the role of a system in a modern digital world, explore a variety of real-world attacks targeting systems, practice the acquired knowledge into realistic scenarios. And the prerequisites are these two rooms. We can start, we finish them. Okay, so imagine a castle again, but now with a trained gatekeeper who knows how to identify phishing and how to combat deepfakes. However, if the lock on the main gate is fragile and cheap, guardian skills do not matter, as the enemy can just sneak into the castle with while no one is watching. In cyber terms, threat actors can attack insecure systems directly, without the user's knowledge. Definition of a system. Where do the banks store your cards, or where are your emails stored? The answer: on a system. A physical server, a virtual machine, or a cloud platform like Microsoft 365. Protecting such systems is crucial. If the attackers breach one's user's mailbox via phishing, they compromise a single mailbox, but if they breach a mail server, they now control all thousands of mailboxes. Each system type can have a different value for threat actors. For example, these are the examples here. You can read them. Okay, so now the questions. Can cyber attacks happen without victim intervention? Yes, they can. Can a breach of just a single system lead to disastrous consequences? Yes, because it is a system. Okay. In most serious attacks, the first goal is to gain access to the target system. What happens next depends on the attacker's motivation: stealing data, deploying ransomware, or even destroying information without a way to recover. However, nearly all attacks begin the same way. Let's look at 3 examples of how systems are attacked. Human-led attacks. It's no surprise that system users are often those who start the attack. By inserting a malicious USB found on the street, downloading malware from pirated resources, or simply reusing a weak password everywhere. 81% of breaches involve stolen or breached passwords. And you can check it out here on this link. The vulnerabilities. Every piece of software can have security flaws. In 2024, over 40,000 software vulnerabilities were published and more than 300 were actively exploited in major attacks. Moreover, IT administrators often increase the risks by setting weak passwords and allowing unrestricted access to their systems. Supply chain. Your PC is home to hundreds of apps, including web browsers, messengers, development and entertainment software. Every app depends on thousands of libraries. If threat actors manage to breach one of the apps or libraries and push an update to all its users, all of them will be compromised. This technique is called a supply chain attack. The most famous examples are the SolarWinds and 3CX breaches, which affected thousands of companies. You can check them here. Emerging threat of supply chain. It is hard to protect from supply chain attacks since you can't always control all the software present on your laptop, servers and web apps. Even TryHackMe once fell victim to a supply chain in a Looty player, a library used for room animations. As a SOC analyst, you must be ready for such scenarios and know how to respond. What is the term for a security flaw that can be exploited to breach a system? It's probably vulnerability. What is the name of the attack when malware comes from a trusted app or library? It's a supply chain attack. Okay, we move on. Software vulnerabilities. Every piece of software has flaws, but some take years to be discovered. For example, Shell Shock, a major Linux vulnerability, existed since 1992, but wasn't found until 2014. In the worst case scenario, attackers discover the vulnerability before anyone else. This is known as a zero day, and only your SOC skills can determine whether it gets detected in time. Once a vulnerability is made public, it is assigned a Common Vulnerabilities and Exposures (CVE) number. From that moment, it's a race. Attackers develop exploits while defenders rush to update their systems. Here is the timeline of how Windows vulnerabilities evolve every year. Okay, you have the timeline here in this chart. Responding to vulnerabilities. An answer to a CVE is always a patch, an update supplied by the software vendor. Even for 0 days, you'll have to wait for a patch. Vigilantly monitor for exploitation traces and try to survive the stressful period before the patch is released. For example, by restricting access to the system to only trusted IPs, applying temporary measures provided by the vendor, blocking known attack patterns on IPS or WAF. What is the CVE for the critical SharePoint vulnerability DAPT tool shell? Okay, I will probably have to search this one. It should be this one here. And yeah, that's it. How would you respond to a detected vulnerability on your system? Probably patch the system. Yeah, okay. Misconfigurations. On the other hand, a misconfiguration isn't a bug in the software but a mistake in how the system was set up, often by the IT team. These errors happen frequently, usually to make things simpler, like using for once instead of typing a long password every time. Let's take a look at some real world examples. How 123456 password exposed chats for 64 million McDonald's job applications. How misconfigured AWS Cloud resulted in a breach of 106 million bank customers. How improperly configured smart fridges are silently used in full-scale botnet attacks. Okay. Another common scenario is when the IT department unknowingly introduces new flaws into secure systems. Below is a simple example of how a critical database can be breached because of the insecure configuration. Okay, so the configuration is this. Responding to misconfigurations. Misconfigurations do not require a software update, just a better setup. As a SOC analyst, you'll often spot them only after threat actors exploit them. However, in smaller companies, you might also be responsible for a more proactive response. For example, penetration testing. Hire ethical hackers who simulate an attack and report on discovered security flaws. Vulnerability scans. Periodically run tools that can detect default passwords or outdated software. Configuration audits. Manually review the systems to match best practices like CIS benchmarks. Can a system patch or software update fix the misconfigurations? Probably not. Which activity involves an unauthorized cyber attack to detect the misconfigurations? It should be penetration testing. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now we go practical. Remember our fortress analogy. Attackers are opportunists. They'll often seek the easiest path, whether through a flaw in the building itself or by manipulating someone to open a door. Attackers don't see human hacking and system hacking as separate, so you should apply equal effort into protecting both humans and systems, combining mitigation and detection. Unlike humans, you can't train the system to spot the attack. However, you can train your IT department to configure the systems and explain how to avoid simple mistakes. Below are the most common mitigation measures to protect your systems. These are the measures here probably. Okay, so we're gonna start with the lab. Okay, didn't we do this? I think we did do this. Okay. What should we do now? Okay. The penetration team reported that our Exchange mail server is affected by CV 2024. They managed to breach the server thanks to DeadSV and said anyone could do it since our server is internet exposed. Okay. This is not it. Okay, the correct one is to apply a patch. The threat actors managed to brute force an admin panel of our WordPress website and replace the main page with malware, links and gambling ads. What action should be taken? Okay, probably change the admin password here. Our neighbor company was hit with ransomware attack a week ago. They say it started from an exploitation of their old Cisco firewall and advised us not to repeat their mistake and audit our Cisco devices. And what do we do here? Disable firewalls is not good. Probably this one, yeah. You observe an unusual spike of security events coming from the designer's laptop. A trusted 3D design application suddenly starts running malicious command prompt commands after the recent update. You need to quickly plan your next steps. It is a supply chain attack coming with the recent update. Probably this. Okay, I got the first flag. I go to the next one. Okay. Remediation plan. Secure password policy. Patch management policy. Security training for IT. And probably antivirus protection. Yeah, that's it. Good. Okay guys, so we finished this room also. This was the last room. For the beginners, we continue with the more complex rooms from now on. And yes, see you in the next room. Bye.